Did you say that about my mother? Yes, I did say that about your mother.
Well, if you'd like to learn how I did that little effect using Camtasia, then stick around. I'm Henry from Product Creation Formula. I just want to let you know that here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we also do product reviews, as well as tips on how to make money online. So if that's the sort of thing you're interested in, how about you smash that like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. So come on guys, let's go check it out. Now this simple video effect can be done in virtually any video editor. Now I'll be showing you exactly how I do it in Camtasia, but this will work in a lot of other different kinds. Now we're going to be going through some websites so you can download some MOV video footage that you can then upload into whatever site you're working on. So let's go and have a look at how to do this. Now right now we're over here in VFX.productioncrate.com, and I'll leave the link down in the description down below. Now what I had to do is I went along and I thought about what I was going to be doing, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to be doing this, first thing I'm going to be needing is a laser. So I went over here and I discovered that lasers were all a pro one, so I had to join up, and it was something like $49 a year or $4.99 a month, and so that's what I've done. I've joined up as a pro. So I went over and I decided to go and do lasers. So I just hit that and it'll bring up all the different lasers, and I chose this particular one right here. And then all I did was, by clicking on that, I can then download that straight to my desktop as an MOV file. Now that's important to know, because in my Camtasia I can't just use the import section on that. I have to literally drag it across to my media bin. So I had to download that. And the next one I had to download was, I thought, okay, when I get shot in the chest, I want something like a flame to come out. So I put down the term fireball and came up with that. And this is the one I chose. And I clicked on that and I just downloaded that one. Once again, MOV. And you'll find a lot of you'll find a lot of places don't allow you to just import MOV, but you can drag it to the media bin in a lot of cases. And then the next thing I had to do was I had to go and choose some sound effects. So I went laser sound. And I hit that, I clicked on that, and then it came up with several laser sounds, and I chose this one just here. It went a little bit longer, but that was okay. And then I downloaded it. I went to this section here and I downloaded that as an MP3, because Camtasia prefers MP3 to WAV. And then that was just a matter of filming my little bit that I wanted to do. And then I'm going to be putting that into Camtasia. Let's go and have a look at Camtasia now. Alright, now I went ahead, because I actually have a section where I've taken my shirt off, and I don't think you want to see that. So I've gone ahead and cut that part out of there, and where I went to get changed and so forth from one shirt to another. And I'll show you how it started off.
Say that about my mother.
So we can increase the volume for a start, because that's pretty low. I'll increase that up. If you have a look over here to the right hand side, I've got the sound section on, and I've got that up to 250 just to increase the volume, and I can do that here as well. I'm going to increase the volume here to 250, and then we can try that again. Okay, first thing I'm going to be doing, if you notice, I looked at the camera and I had to position myself, so I'm going to slice that little bit off. Let's expand this up so I can see what I'm doing. And we're going to go backwards just a little bit, and we're going to remove that front bit just there. I'm going to get the rest of this and put it back to the very beginning of the slide. So do it at the beginning of the timeline. We can hit that.
Did you say that about my mother?
And that is where I'm going to be slicing this one right here. So we're going to slice that there using the cutting tool. And then I'm going to grab this and I'm going to drag this one backwards just a little bit. And then I'm going to shrink this down so I can see what I'm doing. I'm now going to go to this next section. I'm going to go back over here. This is where I come in. Any second now. There we are. I put myself in position. There we are. And I'm about to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand that up. And this way I can take it back frame by frame to where I want it. That'll do. About there. So I just highlight that and I click on that and delete that. Delete. Now I'm going to be using this section once I find it.
Yes, I did say that about your mother.
Okay, I'm going to use that as my next section, so I'm going to slice that. I'm going to grab hold of this and take it above and shrink that down so I can see what I'm doing. Oops, too much. Now I want to grab this part and take that back over to the very beginning here. And if you put them together,
Did you say that about my mother? Yes, I did say that about your mother.
okay, now here comes the part where the laser's about to hit. So I'm now up here and I'm going to be taking this part off. I'm going to have a look here, see where I'm doing the laser. Reposition myself, get myself back in. Okay, now because I looked at the camera and gave myself, it was a very quick from the time I looked at the camera, so I'm going to expand that up, do the frame by frame. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to start it roughly, because I'm looking away from the camera now, because I made that silly mistake. I'm going to click on that and delete that part there. Now I'm going to drag this, I'm going to shrink that down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to drag this part back over here. And we're going to now go, I'm going to slice it about there. I'm going to slice it further back. My legs were getting tired because I had to bend down. My tripod was a bit short, so I had to bend down to do it. Okay, that'll do about there. So I'm just going to slice that part off. Get rid of that. And now we're going to join that last little bit up. Join this part here up to where I end up getting thrown back. Wait for it to do its thing. Got to figure out where my throwback is going to be. About there. Okay, good. So I'm going to go back frame by frame. Where I'm about to, there we go, looking like I'm about to be thrown back. Let's have a look here. Look away from the camera. Sorry about the mean look on my face. Getting into character just there. And doing frame by frame. Yeah, there we go. I'm about to get hit right about there. That'll do. So I can now hit slice and remove the front part because we don't need that, and we can now shrink that down so I can see what I'm doing and take that back to here, get back here and take it to where I need to go, play that through, and that'll do just about there. And that's where I'm going to finish it. Get rid of that, delete that, and now the footage is pretty much ready to go.
Did you say that about my mother? Yes, I did say that about your mother.
Okay, now all we need to do now is add the laser effects and the other effects as well. So the first one we're going to be doing is I'm going to be having a look at where I now start my laser effect. The laser effect starts about here, so let's go here. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take that back and we'll go full length so I can see where I start my laser hit. There we go. Okay, so that's where my laser is actually fully engaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my laser using this. So I'm going to grab my laser, put it over here onto this timeline just there, bring it in just a little bit. Now as you can see, it started all the way back here. I can now grab this and I can put it around about there if I want to. Now I'm going to be copying that. I'm going to be by dragging another one, but before I do, let's see what that's like. It looks like it's shooting backwards, so what I'm going to need to do is I'm needing to literally turn that around. So by doing that, I just have to hit 180, and it should, once I hit enter, turn that laser completely around. There we are. Now when we shoot it, it should be shooting in the direction we want it to go. See, it's now shooting in the direction we want to go, but we need to make sure that's lined up properly. There we are. Okay, so that's good. Now what we need to do is grab the second laser. And grab the second laser, let's scroll back up a little bit so we've got a bit of space above it. And we're going to grab that and we're going to take that to this line here. Now of course it's going to be starting back further. We're going to do the same thing with this one. We're now going to reverse this one by doing it in a 180. And we're going to be taking this one down to the bottom hand. And then when we do this, it should. There we are. It's coming out of my hands. Now all I need to do at this point is to do the laser sound, add that to the top here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this further back here so as it's shorter, and we will adjust the sound and where it fades out in just a minute because I may need to readjust this. Okay, now I need to readjust this due to the fact that it's now gone onto the other part of the screen. So this is why I need to readjust it. I need to figure out, okay, so once that new frame starts, okay, we go frame by frame here. Okay, so that's the frame we need to cut. So this is where we need to slice it. So we need to grab the sound, the first laser and the second laser, and that is where we're going to be slicing it. Make sure we're not slicing the rest of the video. We can just go to that, and now we can remove this part here, and then we can remove the laser sound, and we can just delete all of that by hitting the delete button. Now if we go through, now as you can see, that is looking really good so far. So as we can go back here, I mean, remember, I'm no special effect artist, okay? This is just something I thought of doing today, and I thought this would be something I'd love for you guys to be able to work out how to do and show you how to do it. So this is more of a fun project, to be quite honest. And I thought it would be something that some of you might be interested in seeing, that you can do special effects in things like Camtasia and other ones like that as well. So let's keep going. Okay, so over here, we're now going to be adding it to here. Looking like I've gone straight into my death scene just there. Boom, okay. Right, so around about there, I'm now going to be putting a fireball against my chest. Taking that to there. In fact, I might take it in one frame, if possible. There we go, in one frame, come on. There we go. Maybe move that one back just a smidgen. Make it easier. Let's play. There we go. I might need to go back in a bit more. Get one more frame over. 2 minutes. There we go. Hit that. Okay, good. Now that tells me where I need to do it. So I'll go back here. Now I need to put that footage a lot closer. So by doing that, I'm going to drag that. Okay, I need to move that in closer to my chest. Now let's have a quick look at that, where it started. Okay, it's too high up. I need to bring that down. There we are. It's now right on my chest, which is where I want it. Now we can do the laser, and the laser can come over here and land on my chest as well. Now it is need to be reversed as well, 180. The best part about this is actually no, it needs to be the other way around. I need to undo that because it's already facing the right direction in this particular case. Alright, so now what we need to do is expand that out so as it takes up the entire screen. We can drag that across and have it hitting right on the chest like that. And now what we have to do is just cut this at this particular point, right there, where that fire finishes. Delete that. And we can also now go back up here and we can add, we can go control, we can actually click on that, hit Control C or copy. And we can now add that to there. And we can take that to here. Slice that off there. Delete that. Now comes the time where we do a little bit of sound editing here now. So we're going to go to audio effects. Right here we need to go fade out in this one. And we need to go fade out in this one. Okay, so watch what happens from the very beginning and have a look at how this looks. Now, as I said, I am not a special effects artist, so please forgive me. Those of you who are, don't give me too many thumbs down, because I'm not saying this is going to be fantastic.
Did you say that about my mother? Yes, I did say that about your mother.
And that is how you do it.
Did you say?
It is as simple as that, and you can do this in virtually any video editor. It doesn't have to be Photoshop, or it doesn't have to be Premiere, or even Adobe After Effects. So you can do this in virtually any video editor, and that's the beauty of doing this one. Okay guys, if you like this video, please consider smashing the like button, as well as subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Okay guys, and while you're at it, why not share? Okay, have a great day. Bye for now.